Welcome, welcome everybody to the NinjaFemme competition. We're very excited here today to be presenting you with the stage 2 for our adult athletes and our teen athletes. Looks like we're having a few difficulties with the camera here, but just figured that out. Here in stage 2, athletes will have a tricky obstacle course with a time limit of 3:30 for a total of 8 obstacles that they need to complete. And apologies on the camera issues there, guys. Looks like we are going to be figuring that out right now before we go on to show you our athletes. Let's, if you guys want to chime in the chat, tell us who you are here to see. Our first athlete is going to be Cara Hull. Cara about to show us the first part of this course, 3 minutes and 30 minutes on the clock. They get 2 fails. Athletes get 2 fails before their time ends. And this is for all the marbles. World Ninja League has offered World Championship qualification spots to the top 3 competitors. We're grateful to them for partnering with us on this event, an event that is celebrating the women of our sport. Now, Cara gave her best efforts yesterday on the course. Oh, and she had a little bit of a struggle with some of her yesterday, but it's looking like she has dialed in the tech. Oh, and fortunately, a little bit of a fail there on that first flying obstacle. We call that one NinjaFemme. This one is called Solar Flare. The athletes have to reach all the way up to the top of the solar flare, or they could reach underside. Oh, unfortunately, that's going to do it for Cara's run. But great effort out of Cara. She has not been training ninja for too long, about 2 years. Been building and building on her base, so I know we will see her back shortly. Up next is Emily Stevens. Emily Stevens trains at Obstacle Ninja Academy. And is going to give us our first look at some of the other obstacles that we have in the course. She trains with Megan Budway, Josh Wag, and also Robin Lopez. A little bit of a delay here in the next run going here, everybody. But don't worry, we'll make sure we have some good camera angles. Hudson, how are you today? Just seeing your comment there. All right. Well, as Emily is getting ready to go, one thing that she likes to do in her free time is going to Disney. And an athlete that she looked up to, a female athlete she looks up to, is Katie Ledecky. Katie Ledecky, one of the greats of our time, great female athletes of our time, greatest athlete of our time. I think that the amount of records that she has in swimming is unsurpassed right now. All right, about to start her journey on stage 2. Quickly through the obstacle, the first obstacle, these steps. And now moving on to NinjaFemme. Using her reach here to give her an advantage through NinjaFemme, the obstacle. And now we're going to get another look at solar flare, which was a little bit tough for Cara just before, but hopefully Emily can figure it out. And oh, she spins back. That's okay. She's all right. She's got the rings in both hands. Nice. So now it's a very tiny lip there. She's going to have to build up her swing so that she can get to the next flywheel. It's a lot of time on your hands. Nice use of her length there to get a static reach. All right, now on to Diamond Dash. Easier version that we have for the athletes today. It is still wobbly. I'd like to see her take a little bit faster approach, but the slow approach works for her. And now we're moving on to hammer drop. Athletes have to wrap themselves around this whole hammer. Now, it's not going to drop for the adult athletes. We will see it drop in later waves. Oh, no, and that is unfortunately going to be Emily's first fall. Now we're moving on to the shower bars 2.0, using this obstacle again. Once Emily starts working here, you can see her kind of ironing her forearms there. It looks like that might have been a little bit tough on her forearms. She'd have a little bit of hang time. So she's got to climb up to this side post here. Quick jump out to the... Oh! And that's going to do it for Emily's run. It looks like she didn't quite have a handle on the trapeze bar there. Well, our next runner is going to be Carly Evans. Now, I had the absolute pleasure of running against Carly yesterday in a side-by-side. I have no idea how she did because obviously I was a little bit more focused on my own course at the time. But Carly is coming back from shoulder surgery, probably over a year and a half ago at this point, I think. But she sustained an injury and had to have some shoulder surgery, but she has been slowly making her way back to competition, and it's been just really fun to see. She has great strength, great attack, so she's got a really solid base here. And you'll see her just making sure that she has enough momentum to get through everything. Carly does a lot of different activities. She does a lot of traveling, country dancing, horseback riding, volleyball, and wakeboarding. So a lot of different interests and just so strong. Now, interesting, I haven't seen anybody with hands on both sides of the solar flare here, but Carly's doing it. She's making it look great, making it look easy. All right, time to dash across Diamond Dash. Love it. You can overshoot platforms. It's A-okay. And Carly is now moving on to the hammer drop. Now, we haven't seen anyone successfully grab onto this yet, but I do think that Carly could be the first one to do it. Oh, wow. That was a great stay. Carly wants to give her mom a shout out. Her mom being her #1 supporter. I hope she's watching the live stream here with us today and just watching Carly do a great job. All right, looks like she's getting a little bit stuck. She gets it. Ooh, a little bit of a foot tap. We'll see if they give that to her. All right, and Carly is now on to Showers 2.0. Easy moves through the shower bars up to that top level right here. Now, this is definitely a grab that I think Carly has in her wheelhouse. She just has to... it looks like she didn't like how it looked. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with giving yourself a little bit more safety. All right. Now we have the Supergirl obstacle. These awesome holds by Top Hold, one of our sponsors. Oh, and that is going to do it for Carly and her run today. Great efforts out of Carly, getting pretty deep into the course on second to last obstacle. It is a run to be proud of, to be sure, especially all that she has gone through. We're so happy to see her make her way back into the competitive scene. Looking forward to seeing more from her as the season keeps progressing. Melanie McCaffrey, our next athlete. Melanie has been taking photos of the comp all day today for all of us. And now she is taking her opportunity out on the course. And Melanie thinks that more women should do ninja because it is such a fun sport. And the fact that it's oftentimes harder for women, which is very true, although that's something we're trying to address with better course design and events like this. But it's so rewarding when we do accomplish things within the sport. And I couldn't agree more. And she says the community is so supportive and welcoming. Everybody to join in. And great words from Melanie McCaffrey, a great mind, and showing great athleticism right now. She is making it. She is crushing it. Absolutely crushing it right now. Now time for a dash across dash. Making it pretty easily here. And now time for the hammer drop obstacle. Now this is something that I was told she might be a little bit nervous about. Big hop up. Ooh. And she looks like she's doing okay. That was a good group there. But thankfully we have everything adequately matted. All right, so Melanie is going to need to keep pushing. Also a fan of horseback riding and photography. Obviously, good thing to enjoy when you run a photography business. All right. Big, huge jump here, building up her courage for it. Oh, she almost had it just peeled off. But that was a great run out of Melanie. Absolutely something to be proud of, getting high fives from everybody. Awesome job, Melanie. Next, we have another ONA athlete, Chelsea Fender. Chelsea also does a lot of acro and enjoys bouldering and rollerblading. All right, and here goes Chelsea making her way across the first obstacle. Oh, and she missed the grab there on NinjaFemme, that obstacle right there. But onto Solar Flare, she is pushing to get through. Nice, solid grab. one more big launch here. Got to squeeze on those boards. Her foot did tap back, but I think that's still all right. I think she's still good. Makes it, and now it is time for the hammer drop obstacle. Gotta have a big, huge grab here. She gets the stick. Has to make a big reach here to get to the rope. And she's out. She has the rope. Needs a big squeeze, dismount, and good. Now we are moving on to the shower bar 2.0. Now this jump to the trapeze bar has been pretty intimidating for a lot of our athletes here today. But Chelsea gets big commit right there. Oh no, and it looks like she just missed that dismount. But a great run for Chelsea. I'm sure we'll see more of her as she continues to compete. Next is going to be Kristen Dinsdale. Not quite up to start line yet. Kristen Dinsdale, again, another athlete that trains here at Obstacle Ninja Academy. This is her hump, everybody. This is her first competition. Can we just get a round of applause in the chat for Kristen coming out of NinjaFemme and this being her first comp. Taking some smaller steps across those steps, but that's okay. Use that first obstacle to build up confidence. Nice grab right there. And time for another big move on the NinjaFemme obstacle. And she is easily through. Now it is time for a reach up and a squeeze. Oh, and that was a powerful lâché to get to that second flywheel. Kristen making that look super easy. Oh, and easily through. Now time to move on to hammer drop. Nice job from Kristen. Getting all the way through. I can't even believe this is her first comp. She is absolutely crushing it right now. Oh man, and you could see that she was a little bit hesitant to let herself come off of the hammer right there, but she did, and she made it to the dismount. Now we're going on to shower bars 2.0. Now, as a newer ninja, sometimes the issue that you can have is committing to big moves. So she's looked pretty fearless so far on this course. I wonder how we're going to see her go for that trapeze bar at the end of this obstacle. So far, we haven't seen any of our adult females make it past the final obstacle. Could Chris be the first? Wow, that was a great save. Time for a huge jump and reach. She's plotting it out. You see she's a little nervous, but she's got it. Those hands look great. Her swing looks super strong and powerful. And she has the clear so far. 1:15 left on the clock right now. That is plenty of time to finish off the last two obstacles. But she's going to have to get moving. How much power and endurance does she have left? First throw, first catch is good. Trapeze bar, a little bit easier bar to grab. A little easier hold. Her swings are looking strong. They're looking powerful. I don't know how much time she's going to have, though. She's not going to be able to pause too long before going into the next obstacle here, and it is looking like okay. So the female athletes do have the adult athletes do have the option to do the snake attack, the snake bangs, but I think Kristen just forgot where the start was, and now she's really needs a big powerful throw, and unfortunately not able to get both hands to that bar. I think she was getting tired, but y'all, that was her first comp. Her first comp, a stage 2, all the way to the final obstacle. That's a great performance. Up next, a lady that needs no introduction but deserves one. It's funny how the people who need no introduction are the ones that really have a super solid one. This is Michelle Warnke Burma, everyone. She is one of our Athletes in Action sponsored athletes. They were able to have her come down and give an amazing panel yesterday, along with Taylor Johnson and Isabella Wakeham. Michelle, just an absolute pioneer in the sport. She has done so much for women in this sport, was one of the first female gym owners, was one of the first very few women to compete on American Ninja Warrior, and just started opening the door for lots of people to know about the sport and start participating. So she was just telling us being here at the event just shows how far Ninja has come, and we're going to keep sowing the seeds just like she has. Incredible athlete, as we can see right here. She is moving quickly through this obstacle. Now, she took a break from competing. She had her daughter Gracie, who's now 2 years old. Hard to believe. Easy work for Michelle across the Diamond Dash. She's faced many obstacles like that on American Ninja Warrior. Now time for the hammer drop. She looks excited. The stick is great. Just moving so gracefully through this course. And it is good. She is on to the shower bars. She has her coach, Jen Sanders, on the sidelines carrying her chalk. She's saying, all right. I think she's happy with how far she has gotten through this course. Now, this jump here, nothing that's going to be a problem for Michelle. She's taking a minute to shake out her hands, make sure that she can make it to that trapeze bar. And now time for a big lâché and down to the dismount. The crowd is absolutely getting behind her. It's a clean run to this point. Just a few more power moves from Michelle to clear the course. I think she has enough time. All right, the last obstacle is good. Second to last obstacle is good. Now we have to get through. The time is getting down. Everyone encouraging her to go and to get moving. She's shaking out, giving it a chance. Oh, man. She's going to need a lot of power to get up to this bar. She's going to have to throw from here. Big hips. She gets it. Now it's time for the last couple of moves. She has to get to black. And it's a full clear for Michelle Warnke here at NinjaFemme, one of the most amazing pioneer women in the sport of ninja. How fitting and how exciting that she has gotten a full clear on the stage 2 course. She is back. She never left the sport, but she is back on the competitive scene, and that was an amazing, amazing run. I am so excited. I am a huge Michelle Warnke Burma fan, as you can probably tell. I am very blessed to be able to commentate that awesome run for her. and we're just so lucky to have her here at this competition. Next is Kat Folliter. She trains at Iron Sports with Isabella Wakeham, who is on her sideline right now carrying chalk. And she says some of the things she does in her free time aside from ninja is homeschooling her kids. So this is a very strong mom we got on the course right now. She says strength is important for a female's overall well-being and quality of life. It improves your mental health as well as your physical health. And it's so fun. This is why more women should do ninja. Community is so supportive, and I couldn't agree more with those words from Kat. Super strong run right now. Taking a deep breath. Needs to get across the diamond dash. Good push. All right, moving on to the hammer drop. Here we go. Looks like she could have gone there. Here's the stick. There it is. Pulling her around, about to grab on to the ring. And then a big pull on the rope down to dismount. Time to get up to shower bars 2.0. Now, Kat, when we were out there doing rules, she was looking at everything, and she wanted some of the harder teen obstacles as we were doing the rules walkthrough. She said they looked really fun, even though they looked kind of hard. I love that attitude. But she was also very focused on planning out her course run. And it is going very well so far. No fails to this. 2 obstacles to go. So far, the time to beat for the adult females is Michelle Warnke-Burma's recent time of 3:06. I think Kat is actually ahead of that pace right now. The adult females have 3:30 to clear the course. Kat is looking great, making all of those shapes on the Supergirl obstacle. Now she's going to get one more. Flying to that truss. Once you tap the yellow box, that is a clear of the obstacle. And now it is time for the final obstacle in the course. This is called the snake attack obstacle. Her power looks good. The build looks good. She's on the end of the wing nut, going to the flying bar. Or suspended bar, not a flying bar. Oh, no! And she popped. Oh, man. Oh, just had fingertips on the edge. She absolutely could have cleared the rest of the course. Oh, man. Great work out of Kat today, though. That's definitely a run to be proud of. Up next is my travel buddy, Leah Willcox. All right, everyone. I hope that you're ready for this, but it is St. Patty's Day, and my travel mates told me to commentate in an Irish accent, so we're doing that for you today. This is Leah, out on the course. She's going onto the NinjaFemme obstacle, and it's time for her to make a big throw here. Oh, deciding to go with a static. I like that. Well, that strategy. One more big static move here. I'll go with the lachey that time. Alright, now onto the solar flare obstacle. Love the solar flare. It's such a unique way of looking at a flyweight. She's got her hand on that solar flare. We'll see if she decides to go with static here. Going for a lachey, we like that. Everything's looking pretty good so far on this run. Alright, easily through Diamond Dash, not a problem, not a problem. Leah trains with Lucas Reale, who teaches his athletes how to not only be strong, but how to have a real solid first runs. I'm telling you, you know how to move and how to keep a fast time, which is absolutely what Leah is doing here. This is a really strong run. Now, yesterday on the stream, I mentioned to you that think yesterday was her first full course clear on stage 1, and I think we might be setting ourselves up for a second one. Alright, I don't think Leah will have any trouble going to the trapeze bar. She knows what attack she trains in the New England region. We got some scary obstacles up there. Oh, and a big throw to the end. Now onto the Supergirl obstacle. Supergirl obstacle by Pop and Hold. One of our sponsors. They can make you custom ninja holds. You just design it and they build it and then Pop does it. And Leah making the first row too. The Supergirl obstacle now onto the final trapeze. Leah's looking really strong. Quick little dismount. I like that a lot. So much time left on the clock for her to finish the course. I have a minute 15. Alright, she is on. It looks like she's going to try to build up her momentum going side to side first. I like that strategy. I like that approach. A little bit easier to build up that than turn around and face the front like she did. Conserve the energy. Right, she's there. Time for a big pop. And she gets it. That looks so good. Now she's got to get onto the board here and about to reach out for the ring. You can hear Taylor Johnson yelling at her. She's got to hold on. They're not letting her not clear this course. And here it is. She had her first course clear yesterday. Oh, she's getting a little squirrely on the square. She's got to control it. That's okay. She's going to do it. Oh, a disaster. Oh, it was so close to a second course clear. Oh, Leah, I want to go out and give her a hug. Oh, that's devastating. That was a really strong run from Leah, though. She's got everything to be proud. First clear here at NinjaFemme yesterday in stage 1 and a phenomenal stage 2 performance. Let's take a look at the time that she got up to the point. Oh man, 2:10. She would have blown the fastest time in the water. But now we're moving on to Taylor Johnson. Taylor Johnson is a basically a pro female athlete. She's been competing in the adult division this season of the WNL, and is about to annihilate this course. Is basically what is about to happen right now. Taylor trains out of Vitality Obstacle Fitness, and she is just an awesome human, as well as an awesome athlete. She's always on every girl's sideline at the adult competitions, just keeping us all calm and helping us have the best course runs that we can possibly have. And she's having a phenomenal one right now. And Tej has just grown so much. I remember the first comp that I saw Tej compete at. It was at Action Athletics. It was, we didn't call them tier 2s then, but it was a WNL competition. I guess a tier 2, equivalent to a tier 2 now. And she was doing devil set, and I was like, dang, so strong. And yeah, she is barely given an introduction, and Tej is already on the second to last obstacle, flying through trapeze bar. All right, and now we are about to see how Taylor attacks the final snake attack obstacle. She's just got to get some strong power right here. Time for a big throw. Easy moves. Time for the final couple of moves here. Here she is. Through to the end. And it's a clear. An incredibly fast time. Awesome job to Taylor Johnson. Just such a strong athlete who not only is fun to watch, but she is great to train with. 150 for the time there. And thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in for the adult female competition. NinjaFemme, we are going to be moving on in just a little bit for the teen division. We got a couple of course changes to make. The teens are going to be on this stream, so don't go away. Teens is going to be hype. We've got 12 incredible athletes about to hit the course, and we have a Carrington Andrews who I am predicting is going to get sub 120 on this course. That is my prediction right there. I can't wait to see you all in just a short bit. Thanks for tuning in to NinjaFemme, a competition where we are celebrating the women of our sport in partnership with W9 Obstacle Ninja Academy. Huge thank you to our sponsors as well. Their logos have been cycling through down on the side. And Commentator Ninja Channel is also a sponsor of the event. We're very proud and happy to be here doing live stream services and providing commentary. So we're going to be back shortly, and we will be back with the teens in just a minute. Welcome back, everybody, to NinjaFemme. We are getting started with the teen division. This is Veronica Lane out on the course right now. Our teen females athletes here today, or did I just say our teen athletes? This is an all-female competition. Are currently working through the course with a I believe they have a 3-minute time limit. And Veronica goes down on solar flare. Veronica, our first teen athlete to tackle this course today. And that was a tough hit. Veronica getting some kudos from the rest of her team. She really went for it on the diamond dash. That is an unfortunate quick end to Veronica's run, but she really did kick us off and just showed us how aggressive you can be on this course. That was her first time at NinjaFemme. And some other hobbies, she does enjoy playing the piano. All right, and quickly onto the start platform, we have Leah Getting. Now, her whole family's been out here competing quite a bit today and has had some really great performances. Her mom, Erin, having a podium in the Masters division. And Layla is easily getting through. Now it's a tough reach up to that solar flare, a multi-directional flywheel, if you will. And using static reaches to get all the way out to the dismount that second flywheel as well. Oh, wow. And quickly through Diamond Dash. And now moving on to Hammer Drop. Now, the Hammer Drop obstacle is going to drop, unlike previous age divisions. Lots of changes for our teen athlete here today. Now she's trying to push it down a little bit. Oh, and you can see that hammer drop does slowly kind of trickle down. But once an athlete is on it, it'll move a lot more aggressively. All right, and now for a really fun move here. Behind that red post is a attack. There is a little blue block that they need to jump onto. And unfortunately, Layla just not able to generate enough momentum in order to execute that, but we are going to get a good look at that obstacle quite a bit today. That might be a bit of a crux point. All right, next is Celia Alberna's mulligan. All right, and Celia making some quick work through the first obstacle, easily on to the NinjaFemme obstacle, number 2. Now we're going to get to see her take a look at the solar flare obstacle. All right, and she's quickly through. Now on to Diamond Dash. Now this is a tricky one. You're going to see just how much these boards move. Oh, but Celia easily through. Time for a big aggressive drop down on the hammer drop. And that is how cool that obstacle is. That is probably my favorite obstacle ever. I think that's so cool. All right, now Celia is about to go for this tack move right here. Oh, and she unfortunately just missed that move right there, but still a great effort out of Celia today. This is a tough stage 2 for our teens. We have a heavy task for them coming up. Next is Ashley Woodard. Coming to from ONA, Obstacle Ninja Academy. Trains with Megan Midway. And the pace that these athletes are setting is just impressive. They are moving so quickly. This is the age division that is basically feeding into the elite division. Once teens age up into being young adults, they can go elite, and there are so many of these girls that are ready to make that transition now. So we're really excited to be able to offer them a high level competition to test it out. Ashley certainly no exception to that rule. To make a quick dash across right there, which she does very well. Now it's time for a hammer drop here. And there it goes. She has to hang on and also climb up to the top of that hammer. This is not an easy ask. You feel like at any minute you could lose your grip on the post. She's doing it. Ashley's getting up on top. All right, and now there is a rope that is hanging down that you need to grab and then take to swing to your dismount. She gets it. Now it is time for this attack move here. Uh-oh, and unfortunately, Ashley is not able to execute that. Now our athletes get some second ladder action here. They have to get all the way up to the yellow hook. 3 moves. Oh, no. And unfortunately, Ashley does just peel off, but a phenomenal first run through the hammer drop. Next up is going to be Hannah Katsos. All right, off goes Hannah. She is an athlete out of Jump Twist Ninja. Oh, I'm sorry, out of Aspire Climbing and training with has Coach Flip on her sidelines right now. Aspire Climbing is out of Canada. So really great to see so many athletes from different parts of the country and other countries as well out here to train. Here's this big drop right here. There it is. Now Hannah's got to get herself all the way up and over. And it looks like she's got it here. A little bit scary, a little bit nerve-wracking. But she is on top of it. Now she's got to grab that rope and take it to swing to her dismount. Nice work. Now moving on to this shower bar move right here. Oh, and they do have that cliffhanger right there, but unfortunately Hannah missed it with her hands. And awesome moves for Hannah. Onto the board, giving us our first look at the second to last obstacle, the Supergirl obstacle. Now we have, oh, and just missed on the ape hanger, but a great run for Hannah. Made it the furthest into the course so far. Along with Ashley, who went just before her. Now on to Bella Zimmerman, who is from Jump Twist Ninja Academy. All right, here is Bella getting some final thoughts from Coach Flip. And here is the timer. Bella is off. Bella really likes singing and swinging and performing as well, singing and performing. And Bella is moving very quickly and efficiently. You can feel the energy just super high in the space right now. All right, this is going to be a big run for Bella. One of the shorter athletes really has to make it across, but she does. Making her way onto the hammer drop right now. And she gets the grab. She has got to get herself around and over to the top right now, which she does expertly. That looks super easy. All right, and she has got to reach around and grab the rope so she can go to her dismount. She gets it. And now it is time for the salmon ladder, or I'm sorry, I guess I can't call this shower burst 2.0 anymore. We're just going to call this the fun tack move. All right, she's got that side angle. And now she has to get her dismount. Clean run to this point. She gets the dismount. And now she is onto the salmon ladder. Oh, and Bella takes a fall, but she still has this final obstacle to try. And here we go. Big moves for Bella. This is a huge throw right here. She gets the move. She gets the second move. All right, now she is going to have to take a throw from here over to the ape hanger. Here's the throw. There's the grab. And it is a full, well, not a totally full clear. She had one obstacle that she was not able to complete, that salmon ladder obstacle, but what an amazing. And sorry about that, guys. I think the volume just went out on me for a quick second there. Hopefully you were able to follow along on the end of that run, but huge shout out to Bella with a phenomenal performance. Up next is going to be Selah Taylor. Selah is a jungle gym athlete coming to us from across the state. She recently competed at several competitions in the southeast region. She looks up to Isabella Wakeham. Selah says it's important to use your unique strengths and talents God's given you to show that you're strong and courageous. And Ninja is not about competition against another person. It's just you versus an obstacle. If you fall, you get back up and keep going. The sport's not like any other. No matter the outcome, you will always be cheered on. And that is why she thinks that more women should compete in Ninja. Got a bit of a brief pause out on the course right now. Looks like we might be fixing some obstacles. We will be back to the course runs in a sec. All right, we are back up and running. It is Selah Taylor. Selah has a lot of top athletes that she looks up to. Caleb, her mom, her dad and brother. Selah is making some big moves right here. She has a lot of power as she is flying through these obstacles. Now on to the Diamond Dash. Again, one of our shorter athletes in the teen division, but not a problem. The only place where this height might be a little bit of an advantage to her is this hammer drop right here. She's going to have to get her arms and legs all the way around that hammer drop. Oh, and you can see her fingers are just barely hanging on. She can't quite wrap her feet all the way around. This obstacle is actually probably harder for her than it is for anybody else, but she is crushing it right now. She's all the way up onto the top of it, and she's going to have to pull herself up a little bit and get a little bit close to that truss so that she can grab the rope. It looks like she has enough height now that she could grab it. It's coming right towards her. She's going to have to go for that drop and swing to her dismount. Nicely done. And now we're going to take a look at we'll call this the tic-tac-toe obstacle. Nice work from Selah. Now that cliffhanger, they don't have to use it to go to this trapeze bar, but they can. And Selah easily through, now onto the salmon ladder. And Selah needs boxes just to give her a little bit of height advantage up to the pipe right there. Oh, and unfortunately, salmon ladder not quite in her wheelhouse. It looked like she is going to go ahead and go for this obstacle anyway. She wants to have some fun flying through the Supergirl obstacle. Nice pop right there for her. Now onto the ape hanger. Ape hanger, tricky hold, but no worries for Selah. Great work from Selah so far. Now she's moving on to the final obstacle. The snake attack has been brutal. The whole comp, oof. All right, and she is up, she is good. That looked like a tough hit, a tough fall on her knee, the way that she landed, but she is doing okay. Up next is Zozo. So far, our best run has been from Bella Zimmerman with a time of 41 and 6 clears. Let's see if Zozo can best that time. Zozo flying through. Oh, she went for it. She was going for efficiency. She could still claim a top spot if she clears all the rest of these obstacles. What speed right now out of Zozo. She is moving onto the hammer drop. And she is super quickly up to that rope and getting out of there. Nice job. Moving on to this, the tic-tac-toe. Gonna need a little bit more swing, I think. Oh, and that is unfortunately gonna do it for Zozo's run. I do want to give Zozo a quick shout out. She has a lot of great comments here on why girls should be happy and proud to be strong. Being physically strong so you can do things as good as or better than the guys, and you can be mentally strong to keep a good attitude. I think that's really phenomenal. You got to keep a good mental attitude even when things are not going your way. She sit here, and hopefully she can carry those words with her into how she's looking at this run. Great effort from her. And now we're moving on to Emily Fisher, who is so quick that she's already on the third obstacle. Emily Fisher coming to us from NinjaFemme. Ooh, and a little bit tripped up, but she is still okay on the diamond dash. Moving on to the hammer drop. Ooh, those feet coming on. I'm telling you what, this is exciting every time it happens. I love watching this obstacle. I'm hoping I get to go play on it a little bit later. All right, and now it is time for her to swing to that dismount onto the tic-tac-toe obstacle. All right, and she is moving to get up to that. Great work. Now she's got to get to the trapeze bar, and now time to get off of the trapeze bar into your salmon ladder obstacle here. This is a clean run so far. If we can get through. All right, so now I think we're going to get our first look at the top of this obstacle here and how it is supposed to be or intended to be used. So you see her going up to the top of it. Now, the athletes are going to get on top of this board here and have to flip the board down. And what that's going to look like, oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, okay. So instead of trying to do this the way the obstacle is intended, it looks like she's trying to kind of grab the bottom of it from the rope. This is using a lot of grip strength. Oh man, that smart moves out of Emily Fisher to try to figure out a different way to attack that obstacle. Now we haven't had anybody hit the full clear just yet, and that's by design. These obstacles are tough. They're supposed to be tough because these teen girls are super strong. All right, going from the backside of the wing nut to get to that final move, that shows you how much power she has. We definitely saw some of the athletes struggle with that distance earlier. Nice build here. Flying to the ape hanger. Oh, man. And a tough run end for Emily Fisher. We have not yet had a full clear on the course. We are getting down to our final couple of runners. This is Danielle McDonald. She trains at Ninja Fit with Henry Catrick, who's a pretty solid competitor. Had some great moments in the Premier Series earlier. in the season. But Danielle is off. At this point, if you can complete the course or get more than, or clear more than an obstacle, you are going to be in a top point of contention. Selah Taylor did complete 7 in a time of 2:51, so you'll need to complete 7 obstacles faster than that. And Danielle is doing really well so far, about to tackle the hammer drop. All right, and there she goes on this obstacle. That hammer is getting up so high. Danielle is doing very well. About to grab the rope right here. And there she is. Now onto the tic-tac-toe. Here we go. Danielle is crushing right now onto the dismount. Now we are onto the salmon ladder. So 7 obstacles to break into the top 4. Full clear to solidify yourself atop on the podium and an automatic qualification spot to Worlds. Look at these salmon ladder moves. These girls are so strong. Oh man, and the very smart course design by Matt Bradley here. The cheat on that is just not, it doesn't allow you to do anything but the obstacle, and we will see the athlete do. So Danielle has completed 7 obstacles with clearing the salmon ladder. So now, if she can clear this one, she will absolutely guarantee herself a spot in the top 3. Big reach. The power endurance is looking good so far. She's onto the bar. Now onto the board. And from here, it's board to board. We've seen this obstacle completed earlier. We'll see it completed again. I think we need just a bit more momentum. Here it is. And we have a great stick and phenomenal. Now, Danielle has given herself a spot guaranteed in the top 3 as we only have 2 runners remaining. Caitlin McDonough and Barrington Andrews. Caitlin trains here at ONA, enjoys volleyball and bouldering, so you know that a little bit of a home field advantage here. She's probably been on that hammer drop before, has been up at a couple of their past competitions, so she might have a little bit of an edge over Carrington, who's coming after her, as far as knowing how to quickly manipulate her body around and over the top. But let's watch. Single steps across. We like to see it. Nice. And you can see Olivia Lopez probably likely trains with her on the side. Gave a little fist bump with a really efficient move. All right, Caitlin is getting into hammer drop. Oh my God. Wow, she did not even have a hand on that. And just as I expected, very quickly up here to grab the rope and swing down and out of there. Now she is on to the tic-tac-toe. Nice work for Caitlin. This time is looking so fast right now, so quick. Now it's time for salmon ladder. So she will get the clear as soon as she makes the second move. So she needs to complete 1 more obstacle, if not 2, in order to guarantee herself a spot in the top 3. And this is looking really good so far. The hanger has been a little bit tricky today, but not a problem for Caitlin. She grabs onto it easily. All right. A little bit of chalk from Olivia. Deep breath. This is for all the marbles. Huge build and a launch. All right, we got one more launch here. She grabs the bar. She is now around to the other side. One more swing to grab the ape hanger. And she gets it. And it's a full clear. Our first on the day. It came down to our final runners to put it all together. Caitlin McDonough clears the court, and she does so with a time of 2:05. That is lightning fast. But if I know anybody who can do it lightning fast, it is going to be this athlete right here. This is Carrington Andrews. And Carrington is just, she basically is an elite level athlete. She just competed in NSC finals and she placed third overall, competing against some of the greats, notably Isabel Wega, my coach on her sideline right here. Carrington is just an athlete that you can always depend on to have a great course run. A little squirrely on the hammer drop here. But she is over to the top right now. And this is taking her a little more time than we saw Caitlin. But Carrington is just so fast everywhere else. You might see her just hack completely through this. That's what I'm hoping we'll actually get to see. Looks like she's going for it. Nah, just to say, grabbed onto the cliffhanger. All right. Now time for some sand ladder. Great pops so far. Made the move here. Yep, easy static work for KK. Now moving on to the Supergirl obstacle. Ape hanger. This is the one I hold my breath for just a little bit, but no need to. Easy work for KK getting through there. Now on to the final obstacle, the snake teeth. She is going to need to keep moving if she wants to get the win here. Woo, and those hands. She had enough airtime to fix it, but that was a little nerve-wracking right there. All right. Absolutely pushing it. I think she's going for it here. Gets the grab, and that underbar pull through. She's picked that up from her coaches from the training with pro athletes. Oh my goodness, and this could not have been more picture perfect if we tried. It came down to the difference of a second. Caitlin McDonough still in first place with a time of 2:05, and Carrington Andrews with a time of 2:06. And the confidence with the hammer drop, I think, is really where that big difference was made. That was still a phenomenal run from both of them. Super efficient all the way through. Big congratulations to all of our female athletes who competed out here today, all of our teens and adults. We've seen some amazing runs. We've seen some great course clears. And we're just super grateful that we have NinjaFemme, the competition where we are celebrating the women in our sport. I am throwing this out there one more time. This is my plea to the universe here to nominate female coaches that you know for World Ninja League's Coach of the Year category. We've had some phenomenal coaches here today who would be great applicants or great candidates. Isabel Wakeham, Katie Bergstrom, Megan Bedway, and Jen Sanders, to name a few, Taylor Johnson as well. So please do consider that nomination. And we just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors for sponsoring the event. We have Pop and Hold, a woman-owned custom ninja hold company, Athletes in Action, the WNL. All of our winners today, our podium spots, have guaranteed themselves a spot in the World Championships and podium prizes. Thank you to Aussie Wear. Thank you as well to Ocean Needs Everyone. Make sure that you try to reduce your single-use plastic use to save our oceans. Wilson Elser Law Firm. Fit Bar, with so many different options for all of your fitness needs. And Bucket of Chalk, who is always out here sponsoring the best of the best ninja events. Joshua Tree is a huge one to thank as well. And Bar Built as well, which is, see the man, the myth, legend right there through the wingnut. Matt Bradley came out and designed this course. My name is Mary Lynn. I am the Commentator Ninja. Please do take a look at the Commentator Ninja channel if you haven't already. Like and subscribe. We have lots of ninja content that comes out there. And we are going to be back at 1:15. Probably the stream will likely start around 1:35, 1:40, based on how things have been going. We're going to do stage 2 for elite females, followed shortly thereafter by stage 3. So lots of hot ninja action. This was a meaty course for our teens. We're going to beef it up even more for you, so make sure you come back. And we will see you soon. This is Mary Lynn, the Commentator Ninja, signing off.